This is such an exciting time to be doing research in HD because the pace of discovery has increased exponentially.
The advances over the last 2 decades that we've made in genetics, in molecular biology, in AI, machine learning, and all these technologies that we can bring to the table have a major impact.
HDF has always been interested in funding the most cutting-edge science. They've always been a forward-thinking organization. What can we fund next? What is the next biggest question?
For a problem as big as curing Huntington's disease, it's really all hands on deck.
The Hereditary Disease Foundation has created a community of scientists who have dedicated their lives and their careers to developing a treatment for Huntington's disease.
HDF fundamentally means collaboration with researchers, with trainees, with families.
For early-stage investigators who do not have a record in the field, the support from HDF, it's crucial.
We want to keep the best and the brightest minds in HD research. If we fund them early in their career, they might stay in HD research. They're going to continue to generate ideas for Huntington's disease.
What you see over and over again is researchers coming to the HD field stay in the HD field because it's a very open community. It's the model of how science can be done. The Transformative Research Award, I think, is visionary. It really has the focus of getting treatments to patients.
What we're trying to do is we are trying to significantly move the Huntington's disease research field forward by funding collaborative teams to work on new and novel ideas.
The treatments that I'm working on are aimed at silencing MSH3 and PIAS1 into the neurons that are impacted in Huntington's disease brains.
We are targeting genes that alter aspects of HD early on in the process, but we're not targeting the HD gene itself or the Huntington protein itself. We've been focused on PIAS1 because we have found that if we reduce the expression of that protein in the brain, that we can prevent many of the symptoms that are found in HD.
If we can inhibit the accomplices that help mutant Huntington do the bad things, that's a very viable strategy.
The challenges in delivering therapeutics to HD patients is scale. In other words, we work on testing our ideas in cells in a dish, but scaling from those small settings to something as big as our brain is an issue. Recently, we have made advances in adeno-associated viruses, known as AAVs, to get them to scale.
It's a vehicle, it's a shuttle, it's a Trojan horse to get the good stuff into the parts that we want to get to. And the capacity is large enough that we can actually knock down several genes at once.
We all know that Huntington's disease is caused by a CAG expansion in a Huntington gene, but that repeat is also somatically unstable.
Somatic instability is where the CAG repeat, this stretch of letters, grows, increases in length over time as a person ages in all the cells of their body, and especially in the brain.
The core hypothesis behind our project is that if you halt somatic instability, you can slow down the progression of the disease or even prevent the disease from occurring. And the way we're approaching it is by developing CRISPR reagents that target the somatic instability pathway.
The cell model we created is going to be used for testing out the effect of the designed genome editors on repeat instability, meaning that we can rapidly turn around and see the effect of these editors.
It's a human cell line that we've put a repeat into in order to study it. And we have a CRISPR technology and we have a gene target. So we're now combining those to say, if I apply this CRISPR technology to change a base at this particular gene to not include this portion of the protein, will it knock out instability?
I think this award shows the innovation that HDF has always brought to the table.
HDF is going to be instrumental for our research. It will allow us to be a little bit bolder, a little bit more ambitious with our approaches.
There are a lot of patients with this terrible disease, and the clock is ticking for them, and the earlier we can make progress on a cure, the more people we can help, and the earlier we can help them.
It's really a new frontier for HDF. We have hope for a treatment for Huntington's disease.